Welcome back to my Python tutorial. Yesterday, as you have seen, list manipulation and some of the portion of the list manipulation I covered. Today, I'm going to cover some of the objectives of today, like the list operations, what operation you can perform on list, like a joining a list and repeating list and slicing list. Now, making true copy of a list, we'll see that, and then we have a set of functions of a list and methods that we'll see. Let's see, the first objectives of today is a list operation. Means the kind of operation we can perform on the list. Now, first and foremost, we can perform the arithmetic operator plus or addition operation on list. To add the two lists, any list you have, if suppose L1 equal to, and you have a list 1, 2, 3, and in L2 you have a list, suppose A, B, and C. Now these two lists you want to add in the L3. So simple statement will be L1 plus L2. Now once I have a two list and I'm using the plus operator to concat or to add the two lists, simply I'll say L3 equal to L1 plus 2. What will be the output in the L3? L3 will give you 1, 2, 3, A, B, and C. This will be the output of L3 since we use the plus operator, and that is a concatenation operator, arithmetic operator. So plus operator can be directly used to join any list. You can join two or more than two lists. Even you can have a suppose L4 plus L5, and likewise you can keep on adding. Now, if you want to repeat a list, we have a star operator. So star operator basically used to repeat a particular list. Simple, you have to do L1 star 2. Once I am saying L1, and if I have a list L1, then it will repeat the two times. It means A, B, C, and then again A, B, C. This will be the output if you'll repeat if you'll use the L1 star 2. So L1 star 2, simply repeat the element of a L1 two times. If you want three times, you have to only change this value. This is how to repeat or repeating a list element and joining the list. Now slicing. Slicing of the list is similar like the string. In a string, we have already seen how to slice a particular range of the element from the string. Let's see how to slice the list element. Now if I have L1 and I want to have a particular element, I can simply say L1 of 0. Now L1 of 0, as it's a first index, as you all know, 0, 1, 2, so it will give me 1. This is if you want a particular character or particular element from the list, simply you can use list name, and within bracket you have to use the index. You can also say L1 and then you can mention the range, suppose 0, 2. Now once you mention the range as a slice, for any list, it will start from the index, that is starting index, and it will go 1 minus then what exactly the last index you mentioned. So it will show you 0 and 1, that is the two element of this. The output will be, if L1 having 1, 2, 3, you will get 1, 2 as an output. So this is how you can slice it. You can reverse complete again list if you want L1 : -1. It means start from the -1, this is the -1, this is -2, this is -3, and end with the last. That means it will start again -1 till last. If you want, simply again L1 and then you are saying : 2. It means it will give you all again option 2, index 2 element of the string, first two element of the string. But if you are saying L1, mind it, L1 and then 2 : 2 means starting with the 2, ending with all. It means it will show you all elements of the list. So this is the different way to slice a particular. You can have a reverse also. If you are saying L1 and then you are saying suppose 1, -1 : -5. Now in this case there will be a problem, but if you go for the reverse order, you can say L1 then -3 : -1. It will give you -3 then -2 and -1 of course will be not there. So two characters from the last two, that is the -1, this 2, that is 2, 1 and 2 will be displayed in this case. So you may have a negative value, you may have a positive value. Once you are saying colon -1, it will give you the reverse of the entire string. If you're saying simply colon 2, it will give you the first two element. If you're saying only 2 colon, it will start from the 2 and it will end to the last. It means followed from the second, it will give you the all element. This is how slicing takes place in that list. Now making a true copy of a list. Now to make a true copy of the list, just see. True copy means a list you have already. Suppose I have a list called L1 equal to I have A, B, C and D. Now if I am saying L2 equal to L1, mind it. If I'm saying L2 equal to L1, basically I'm creating a level L2 and L1 which is referring the same. So this set of A, B, C, D, E, if these are element of a list L1, and if you said L2 equal to L1, this both again L1 and L2 refer the same list. It means these are the two levels referring the same list in the memory of Python. So it's not creating actually the actual copy of the list. So how to make it? One way to make a list as a true copy of any list is simply list method. So L2 dot list and under bracket you can say L1, whose true copy you want to make. Here you may simply say L2 equal to list method and then which list copy you want to make. The L2 equal to list L1 will create a true copy of the L1 into the L2. Now both list L1 and L2 are different, referring the same element in the memory. Another way you can say there is a method called copy. You can say L2 dot copy. Now this copy method, once you say L2 dot copy under bracket again L1, this will make a copy of just wait. Another method, that is a copy method, COPY, copy. This is a method to make a true copy of any list. And if L2 is, suppose you are making a true copy, so L2 equal to, and if you want to make it the copy of L1, then you have to say L1 dot copy. This method, simply copy method, will make a true copy of L1 and it will create the L2. Both in this case also L1 and L2 are the referring the two different lists in Python. So two methods we have. One is a list method where you can simply say L2 equal to list L1, and another is L2 equal to, if L2 you want to make the true copy of the L1, L2 equal to L1 dot copy. This is just to create exact again list in the memory of Python, but these two lists will be referring the two different set of lists L1 and L2, not referring the same set of value in the memory. Mind it, in the previous case once I said L2 equal to L1, it just again directing or pointing to the same list that was L1. So there is no two separate lists in the memory. But the moment you said L2 equal to list L1, you are trying to copy the true copy of L1, L2. It means L2 will be the true copy of L1, or otherwise you can say simply L2 equal to L1 dot copy. This is how making a true copy of the list. Now come to the list functions and method. There are different methods that help us to manipulate the list. We'll see one by one. First and foremost, method is a len. First method is a len, and as you all know, len find out the length of a string. So simply you can say len and the list that length you want to find out. So if I'll say L equal to len of under bracket L1, it will give me the length of L1 and stored in L. So L basically will carry the number of element. For example, if L1 having this element A, B, C, D, so it will give you L is having 4 because these are 4 elements A, B, C, D. This is a len, first function of the list. Second function is an index. Now second method, index, is basically a method which generally help us to find out the index of an element. So suppose if I want to find out the index of any element of a list, for example, just L1 is a list here, and if I'm using how to use the index method, simply you can say L1 dot index, and you have to pass the element address or item whose index you want to find out. For example, I said A. A is the element whose index I want to find out, and I want to store it in some variable, suppose A or suppose L. So L equal to L1 dot index will return the index value of the A. And what the index value of A? As you all know, it's a 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. So L is basically having 0. That is 0th position you have A as an element in the list L1. So len is to find out the length. Index method simply give you the index position of a particular element that you want to find out. It takes the parameter as an element whose index you want to find out. Third method, append method. Append method is a third method that we have in list, APPEND, append. Now this method help us to add an element in a list, but mind it, append method always append or add an element in a list at the last or at the last position. For example, suppose this is a list L1 and I'm using Python code L1 dot append, means I am using the append method, and inside the bracket I have to put an element. Suppose I said E. Now what will happen, this E element will be added at the last in the L1 list, so your next element will be the E. This is the L1 dot append. This method always take one element as an parameter, and it always add the element that you pass as an parameter or a value at the last of the list. That is how append method works and what the purpose of append. So you have seen the three methods, len, index and append. Your fourth method is a extend. Now extend method generally used to extend a list with some other list. So fourth number method is extend, EXTEND. Now this method purpose is to extend any list with some other list. Suppose I have a two list, L1 is already there. Suppose L2 equal to, I have another set of number 20, 30 and 40. And I want to extend the L1. So what I'll do, I'll just again say L1 dot extend. And inside the bracket, I'll say the list with what you want to extend the L1. So L1 dot extend L2 means the list L1 which having the 4 or 5 element is extending with the L2 element. So now the list 1 having A, B, C, D, E and with 20, 30 and 40, since you use the extend method. So extend method takes the parameter as a list or maybe set of value with what you want to extend this list, and it extend that list. But append and extend, if someone will ask you what the difference, so mind it, append method